Multi-party talks provide the best chance for a real solution to that conflict. I urge all the parties to show the vision.
What is essential is that we focus on the issues that we were elected to focus upon. And in the discussions that we have had over this past 2 days, we've been focusing on issues like Iraq, where we are considering, if diplomatic solutions fail, taking military action. We've been focusing on the peace process in Northern Ireland that gives the chance, for the first time in generations, after centuries of conflict, for people to find a way through. We've been focusing on the problems of the world economy, that if they're not tackled, could have a serious impact on the living standards of people here and people in Britain, as well as people out in Asia. These are the important questions for me: schools, hospitals, crime, living standards, jobs, that people want us to focus upon. And I believe that it is absolutely essential that we stay focused upon those things and that we deliver for our people what we were elected to deliver. Now, that is what I intend to do. And I think that that is, in the end, what the British people would expect me to do.
More agreement than at first it appears about the necessity to push this thing through to the end. And I will continue to talk with President Yeltsin, President Chirac, and others, but consider the alternative.
At what point do you consider that it's just not worth it, and do you consider resigning from office?
Never. You know, I was elected to do a job. I think the American people know 2 or 3 things about me now that they didn't know the first time this kind of effort was made against me. I think they know that I care very much about them, that I care about ordinary people whose voices aren't often heard here. And I think they know I have worked very, very hard for them. And I think they know now, more often than not, the ideas I had and the things I fought for turned out to be right in terms of the consequences for the American people. I think they know all that. And I'm just going to keep showing up for work. I'm going to do what I was hired to do. I'm going to try to keep getting good results for them. The pain threshold, at least for our side, being in public life today, has been raised. But to give into that would be to give into everything that I fought against and got me into this race in 1991 to try to run for president in the first place. I have tried to bring an end to this sort of thing in our public life. I've tried to bring the American people together. I've tried to depersonalize politics and take the venom out of it. And the harder I've tried to do it, the harder others have pulled in the other direction. That doesn't mean I'm wrong. And I would never walk away from the people of this country and the trust they placed in me. Yes, Mara?